The Knucklehead Chronicles, Jeffrey Jerome Price's Path to Transformation by Council of Greg's Introduction. Welcome to the wild, hilarious, and heartwarming world of Jeffrey Jerome Price, a man who embodies the essence of living life to the fullest with all its twists, turns, and occasional blunders. In this book, we explore the transformative power of 4 simple yet profound affirmations: I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. Through Jeffrey's knucklehead adventures, we see how these affirmations can lead to wealth, health, and inner fortitude. Overview: the 4 affirmations, I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you, are more than just words. They are powerful tools that can mend relationships, inspire personal growth, and create positive change in our lives and the lives of those around us. These affirmations, when used sincerely and consistently, can open doors to new opportunities, heal old wounds, and build a foundation for a fulfilling and prosperous life. Purpose: the purpose of this book is to guide readers on a journey through Jeffrey Jerome Price's life, where these affirmations play a crucial role in his many escapades. From the chaos of his backyard BBQs to the mishaps of his car wash business, Jeffrey's stories illustrate the importance of humility, forgiveness, gratitude, and love. Each chapter is filled with humor, lessons, and the undeniable charm of a man who, despite his many misadventures, always finds a way to bounce back stronger. Why Jeffrey Jerome Price? Jeffrey is not your typical hero. He's a Coppertone Native American man from Dallas, Texas, who lives life with a knucklehead spirit, making mistakes, learning from them, and often causing a bit of chaos along the way. His stories are relatable because we've all had moments of folly and regret. But Jeffrey's ability to use these affirmations to turn his life around shows us that even in our most ridiculous moments, there's potential for growth and transformation. What you will learn in this book: you'll find humor and heart. Each story is packed with laughter and genuine moments of connection. Jeffrey's antics will keep you entertained while also touching your heart. Life lessons: through his experiences, Jeffrey demonstrates the practical application of these affirmations, showing how they can lead to personal and professional success. Inspiration: Jeffrey's resilience and positive attitude will inspire you to embrace your own mistakes, seek forgiveness, express gratitude, and show love more openly. Whether you're looking for a good laugh, some practical advice, or inspiration to live a more fulfilling life, Jeffrey Jerome Price's stories will deliver. Get ready to join Jeffrey on his adventures and discover how the power of these 4 affirmations can transform your life, just as they've transformed his. Chapter 1, I Am Sorry. Story 1, The Reconciliation of Partners. Jeffrey Jerome Price had always been the visionary, the one who saw possibilities where others saw roadblocks. His former business partner, Sam, was the realist, grounding their joint ventures with practicality and caution. Together, they started a construction company that initially thrived, but soon the differences in their approach created a rift. Their partnership ended in a bitter split, each blaming the other for the company's downfall. Years passed, and Jeffrey found moderate success with another venture, but something always seemed to be missing. At a local business seminar, Jeffrey spotted Sam across the room. Memories of their collaboration, the excitement of their early successes, and the pain of their breakup came flooding back. Summoning courage, Jeffrey approached Sam, but not before accidentally spilling a cup of coffee all over himself and causing a scene as he tried to clean up. Sam, I am truly sorry for how things ended between us, Jeffrey blurted out while attempting to wipe the coffee stain with a handful of napkins. I let my pride get in the way and didn't appreciate your perspective as much as I should have. Can we talk? Sam, taken aback and trying not to laugh at Jeffrey's predicament, paused before nodding. They found a quiet corner and talked for hours, acknowledging their mistakes and the strengths each brought to their partnership. This conversation opened the door to a new, more successful collaboration that combined Jeffrey's visionary ideas with Sam's practical execution. Their new venture not only thrived but became a beacon of innovation in the construction industry. Their apology and reconciliation led to a renewed friendship and professional success, demonstrating the power of acknowledging one's mistakes and seeking forgiveness. Story 2, Family Healing. Jeffrey had not spoken to his family in years. Misunderstandings and pride had driven a wedge between them, and the silence had grown too comfortable. But as he sat alone in his apartment, Jeffrey felt the weight of the estrangement more than ever. He realized that the path to his own healing and well-being required addressing the past. Gathering his courage, Jeffrey decided to visit his family. The familiar sight of his childhood home brought back a flood of memories, both happy and painful. He knocked on the door, his heart pounding. His mother answered, eyes widening in surprise. "Mom, I am sorry for the hurt I've caused. I've missed you all so much. Can we talk?" The words tumbled out, and for a moment, there was silence. Then, with tears in her eyes, his mother pulled him into a hug. They spent the evening talking, sharing their sides of the story, and slowly rebuilding the trust that had been broken. During their heartfelt conversation, Jeffrey, in typical fashion, managed to knock over a family heirloom vase, catching it just in time with a comical expression that had his mother laughing through her tears. This act of saying, "I am sorry," healed not only Jeffrey but his entire family. The renewed bonds provided emotional support that enriched Jeffrey's life, leading to better mental health and a sense of belonging that had been missing. Story 3, Community Leader's Redemption. In his small town, the community had lost faith in their local leader, Jeffrey, after a series of poor decisions and failed projects. The town was divided, and progress had come to a standstill. Jeffrey realized that his pride and refusal to listen had been at the root of many problems. At a town hall meeting, Jeffrey stood before the community, his voice trembling. "I am sorry for the mistakes I've made and for not listening to your concerns. I take full responsibility and ask for your forgiveness. Let's work together to rebuild our town." The room was silent for a moment, then slowly, one by one, people began to clap. His apology was the first step in mending the fractured relationships. The community rallied together, inspired by Jeffrey's humility. Together, they initiated projects that revitalized the town, leading to economic growth and a stronger, more united community. Jeffrey's apology not only restored his credibility but also fostered a spirit of cooperation and mutual respect that benefited everyone. And in true Jeffrey fashion, he accidentally tripped over the microphone cord on his way off the stage, prompting laughter and lightheartedness that further cemented his connection with the townspeople. Chapter 2, Please Forgive Me. Story 1, Seeking forgiveness. As a recovering addict, Jeffrey Jerome Price had hit rock bottom. His battle with addiction had cost him relationships, jobs, and his self-respect. But after months of rehab and a commitment to turning his life around, Jeffrey was ready to make amends. He knew he needed to seek forgiveness from those he'd hurt during his darkest days. Jeffrey started with his best friend, Mike, who had stood by him through thick and thin until he could no longer bear Jeffrey's erratic behavior. Jeffrey invited Mike to a coffee shop, nervously practicing his apology speech. When Mike arrived, Jeffrey stood up so quickly that he knocked over his chair, causing a commotion and drawing the attention of everyone in the cafe. "Mike, please forgive me," Jeffrey said, ignoring the stares. "I know I hurt you and let you down. I was in a bad place, but I'm committed to staying clean and making things right." Mike looked at Jeffrey, his expression softening. "Jeff, I can see you're serious. It won't be easy, but I'm willing to give our friendship another chance." This act of seeking forgiveness led to personal breakthroughs for Jeffrey. With Mike's support, he found stability and even started a small business, helping other recovering addicts reintegrate into society. His professional life flourished, proving that forgiveness could pave the way to new opportunities and personal growth. Story 2, Asking for Forgiveness. As a corporate executive, Jeffrey had always prided himself on being a tough but fair leader. However, a series of bad decisions and a failure to listen to his team had led to a significant drop in morale and productivity. Realizing his mistake, Jeffrey knew he needed to ask for his team's forgiveness if he wanted to turn things around. At the next company meeting, Jeffrey stood in front of his employees, his palms sweaty. "Everyone, I want to apologize for my actions over the past few months. I made decisions without considering your input and didn't appreciate your hard work. Please forgive me, and let's work together to make this company great again." There was a moment of silence before someone in the back started clapping, followed by the rest of the team. Encouraged, Jeffrey continued, "To show my commitment, I'm implementing an open-door policy and regular team-building activities." In typical Jeffrey fashion, he tried to illustrate his point by opening the conference room door, only to accidentally pull it off its hinges. The laughter that followed broke the tension, and Jeffrey's genuine apology and willingness to change led to a significant boost in productivity and morale. The team felt valued and respected, resulting in renewed energy and creativity that propelled the company to new heights. Story 3: Forgiveness in Politics. Jeffrey's political career had hit a rough patch. As a local politician, he had made several promises that he failed to keep, causing frustration and anger among his constituents. Realizing he had let his community down, Jeffrey knew he had to seek their forgiveness to regain their trust. At a town hall meeting, Jeffrey stood before a packed room, his heart pounding. "Ladies and gentlemen, I come before you today to ask for your forgiveness. I made promises that I couldn't keep, and for that, I am truly sorry. I want to earn back your trust and work with you to address our community's needs." There was a murmur of discontent, but Jeffrey pressed on. "I've learned from my mistakes, and I am committed to being more transparent and accountable. Please give me another chance to serve you better." To lighten the mood, Jeffrey attempted to display a pie chart of his new action plan, only to realize it was upside down. As he fumbled to fix it, the room erupted in laughter, breaking the ice. His genuine humility and earnestness won over many in the crowd. Over the following months, Jeffrey's efforts to listen and engage with his constituents led to a renewed sense of trust and cooperation. The community rallied together, and under Jeffrey's leadership, they tackled important issues and made significant progress, proving that asking for forgiveness can rebuild bridges and foster unity. Chapter 3: Thank You. Story 1: Gratitude in the Classroom. Jeffrey Jerome Price had always been known for his colorful personality, and this extended to his role as a high school history teacher. He was passionate about teaching, but he often felt that his students didn't appreciate the effort he put into making his classes engaging. One day, Jeffrey decided to change his approach by expressing his gratitude directly to his students. During a class assembly, Jeffrey stood in front of his students, holding a stack of handwritten thank you notes. "I want to take a moment to say thank you to each one of you," he began, his voice steady. "You bring energy, creativity, and curiosity to this classroom, and I appreciate every single one of you." He started reading aloud the thank you notes, highlighting individual contributions and moments that made a difference. "Thank you, Emma, for always asking insightful questions. Thank you, Josh, for helping your classmates with their projects." Jeffrey's sincere expressions of gratitude created a wave of positive energy in the room. The students, initially surprised, felt recognized and valued. As a result, the classroom environment transformed. Students became more engaged, collaborative, and motivated to learn. Of course, in true Jeffrey fashion, his attempt to distribute the notes ended with him tripping over a projector cord, scattering papers everywhere. The laughter that followed only strengthened the bond between him and his students. Jeffrey's gratitude led to improved relationships and a more vibrant, productive learning environment. Story 2: Thanking Patients. As a doctor. After a whirlwind of career changes, Jeffrey found himself working as a doctor in a busy clinic. He loved his job but often felt overwhelmed by the demands and pressures. One day, Jeffrey decided to take a step back and focus on expressing gratitude to his patients, hoping it might bring a positive change to his practice. He began by writing a thank you letter to his patients, which he posted on the clinic's notice board. "Dear patients," it read, "I want to thank each of you for trusting me with your health. Your resilience and positivity inspire me every day. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your lives." The response was immediate and overwhelming. Patients began to express their gratitude in return, sharing stories of how Jeffrey's care had made a difference in their lives. This reciprocal exchange of gratitude led to a noticeable improvement in the clinic's atmosphere. Patients felt more connected and committed to their health, leading to better outcomes. One day, a patient brought a homemade pie to thank Jeffrey, which he attempted to slice and share with everyone in the waiting room. Predictably, he ended up dropping the pie, creating a hilarious mess. The ensuing laughter and camaraderie only deepened the sense of community and trust. Jeffrey's gratitude not only improved patient-doctor relationships but also reinvigorated his own passion for medicine, leading to a thriving practice where everyone felt appreciated and cared for. Story 3. Gratitude from a philanthropist. Jeffrey's journey had taken him to many places, and he eventually found himself in a position to give back to his community as a philanthropist. He had always been passionate about helping others, but he realized that expressing gratitude could make his efforts even more impactful. During a community event, Jeffrey took the stage to address the crowd. "I want to thank this incredible community for allowing me to be part of something bigger than myself," he said. "Your dedication, hard work, and spirit of giving inspire me every day. Thank you for your support and for making a difference." He then began a tradition of personally thanking community members who contributed to various projects. His genuine appreciation fostered a culture of gratitude and generosity, encouraging more people to get involved and support local initiatives. In a typical Jeffrey move, he once attempted to thank a group of volunteers by cooking them a meal, only to set off the fire alarm and fill the community center with smoke. Despite the chaos, the volunteers appreciated his heartfelt gesture, and the incident became a beloved, humorous story that brought everyone closer together. Jeffrey's expressions of gratitude sparked a wave of generosity and prosperity within the community. People felt valued and motivated to contribute more, leading to numerous successful projects and a stronger, more united community. Chapter 4, I Love You. Story 1, Reigniting Love in a Relationship. Jeffrey Jerome Price had always been known for his wild antics and comedic misadventures, but beneath the surface, he was deeply committed to his longtime partner, Karen. After years of living life on the edge and dealing with Jeffrey's often chaotic lifestyle, their relationship had hit a rough patch. They found themselves drifting apart, caught up in misunderstandings and the stresses of everyday life. Realizing that he needed to make a change, Jeffrey decided to show Karen just how much he loved her. He planned a surprise date night, aiming to reignite the spark in their relationship. Jeffrey's plans included cooking a romantic dinner, but his cooking skills were notoriously hit or miss. True to form, he managed to turn a simple pasta dish into a noodle disaster. On the night of the surprise, Jeffrey nervously set the table, only to accidentally set the tablecloth on fire with a candle. As he frantically tried to put out the flames with a nearby towel, Karen walked in and couldn't help but laugh at the scene before her. Amidst the smoke and laughter, Jeffrey took Karen's hands and said, "Karen, I love you more than anything. I know I can be a bit of a knucklehead, but my feelings for you are serious and true. I want us to rediscover the love we've always had." Karen, touched by his heartfelt words and the effort he put into the evening despite the mishaps, saw the sincerity in Jeffrey's eyes. Their night ended with heartfelt conversations and a renewed sense of connection, proving that love can be strengthened even through life's little disasters. Story 2, A Parent's Unconditional Love. Jeffrey had always been a bit of a knucklehead, but when it came to his son, Charlie, he was unwaveringly devoted. As Charlie grew older, Jeffrey noticed that he was becoming increasingly distant, possibly feeling overshadowed by his father's antics. Determined to show his son how much he loved him, Jeffrey embarked on a mission to reconnect. He decided to spend a day doing all of Charlie's favorite activities, from rock climbing to painting. Despite his usual clumsiness, Jeffrey threw himself into the activities with enthusiasm, often making a fool of himself but always keeping Charlie's happiness in mind. When Charlie laughed at his father's attempts at painting, Jeffrey smiled and said, "Charlie, I love you more than words can say. I may not be an artist or a rock climbing expert, but I'm your biggest fan." By the end of the day, the bond between father and son had strengthened. Charlie felt reassured of his father's love, and Jeffrey's efforts, though often humorous and imperfect, showed his genuine affection. The day ended with both of them laughing and sharing stories, deepening their connection. Story 3, Self-Love and Personal Growth. Jeffrey's life had always been full of comedic mishaps and knucklehead adventures, but he realized that he needed to show himself some love and care. After a series of personal setbacks, including a failed business venture and strained relationships, Jeffrey decided to focus on self-improvement and self-love. He started by dedicating time to his own well-being, engaging in activities that brought him joy and relaxation. He took up yoga, though his attempts often resulted in amusing poses and unintentional falls. He also began writing a journal to reflect on his journey and celebrate his achievements. One evening, as Jeffrey reviewed his journal, he wrote, "Jeffrey, I love you for who you are. Your quirks and mistakes make you unique and valuable. You deserve to treat yourself with the same love.